Let's move on. If you like what the UK column does and you would like to support us, you can do so at community.ukcolumn.org. Your membership very much appreciated, but please do consider picking something up at the UK column shop as well, and also share any of the material you find on the various platforms, especially ukcolumn.org and ukcolumnextracts.co.uk.
Okay, thank you for that, Mike. Well, an interesting email came in on the subject of Prevent. So No Smoke Without Fire Part 5, that was on Prevent. It's from a lady called Carol, and she says, we're way ahead here in Dorset. 2008, council snooped parents uses anti-terror laws to spy on fishermen. Council which sparked outrage by spying on a family to check they lived in the right catchment area has used the same surveillance powers to snoop on fishermen. Poole Borough Council has been following shellfish pickers under legislation designed to track terrorists. And the second one from theguardian.com, local government, UK crime. A council yesterday admitted using laws designed to track serious criminals to spy on a family for nearly 3 weeks to find out if they were lying about living in a school catchment area. So it's good to see that people are picking up on the seriousness of the UK column reports about Prevent. I'll just add this one as well from Deborah. And she said, were we aware of Operation Snap from Devon and Cornwall Police? Well, we certainly won't. Debbie said, turning us against each other. I do not see this as their role. What is all this about? Well, it's Devon and Cornwall Police inviting anybody with a dash cam video showing somebody doing something silly or wrong or dangerous to fill in this police form. I'll let it run on screen. There's a lot to it. It's asking for your details, your address and details, a statement, location of the incident, registration of offending vehicle. Was the offending vehicle in relation, where was the offending vehicle in relation to you when the incident happened? And then it goes on to ask, are you prepared to go to court? And if so, will you upload evidence? And what the lady is highlighting is that this is soliciting the public to be spying on each other and reporting them, not an individual who's seen something which is clearly dangerous and they know they should bring to the attention of the police. This is the police soliciting for individuals to not only spy on each other, but to go as so far as to help process, excuse me, the whole thing through the court. So I was quite astonished, but this is Devon and Cornwall Police, and I would guess that it may well be taking place in other constabulary areas around the country. So have a look into that. And another one here, we're going to say we are aware of this. This is the gentleman in New Zealand.
Well, Ben mentioned it on Friday.
Good. Okay. Thank you, Mike. But I just wanted to recognise for Chris, who emailed us, we are aware of this. We will be doing more on it. And yes, it's an incredible story as to what has happened to this individual. So some acknowledgement there. And this one here is a very positive one. It says, some months ago, Ray and I were given the opportunity to speak to our local councillor when she came to our front door. I think it was about the same time Sandy spoke to Glastonbury councillors, and you subsequently interviewed her. Our councillor had no idea as to the agenda in store for us. She emailed me to say thank you, so I sent her more links. This is all about clean air zones and Agenda 2030. The email goes on to say, until this afternoon, I wasn't sure of her further response. Anyhow, she told us she'd submitted a motion which had been passed with one amendment, without which Pauline said it would not have passed. So Wokingham District Council have said they will not be implementing ULEZ unless air quality is seriously compromised. So Margaret here, who sent in the email, said that this is a success that's come about due to information from UK column backed up by what our viewer and her partner has done. So well done to you, Margaret. And this one a little bit poignant, but it popped up in my email chain today. I'm not quite sure how it came because it's back in 2018. It's from Robert Greene, and he's saying never underestimate the power of blackmail. Throughout the land, people of all views and political persuasions must surely be wondering how it can be that politicians frequently appear to act against overwhelming public opinion. It should never be forgotten how Tim Fortescue, former chief whip in Edward Heath's government, explained in his astonishing BBC TV interview how Westminster politicians were controlled by blackmail in order to vote as directed after their misdemeanours were discovered. As Mr. Fortescue admitted, such misdemeanours could include the sexual abuse of children. Is this method of control a thing of the past, or is it still being utilised at this present time? I don't know, of course. Now, he does say some more, which we'll leave you to have a look at. But what he's showing on this extra section is that when an MP said that he would help Robert Greene in the case of Holly Gregg, the Down syndrome little girl who was abused, that MP was warned off by saying, "You've had a little liaison some years ago. Do you really want to help Mr. Greene and risk losing your wife and family? Or would it be better for you to do nothing?" Is that still happening? I would guess it is.